Aloha and welcome to our sacred ceremony to celebrate the full moon in Virgo. So if the new moon is about sowing the seeds of intention, then the full moon is about harvesting the ripe fruits of those labors. During the full moon, we celebrate our abundance and acknowledge everything that we are grateful for. We allow ourselves to feel the energy of abundance, and we open ourselves to an energy that focuses on what we do have instead of what we lack. This is not a time for releasing. It's not a time for setting intentions. That is the new moon phase. At the full moon, your cup is full. So the energy is at its peak, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to release during this time. This is a time of allowing yourself to feel full and feel abundant. So today we celebrate the moon in Virgo, and Virgo energy wants us to focus on the plans. How are we getting healthy? How are we healing? How are we nurturing our finances and practical needs? Virgo also wants us to look at how far we've come and acknowledge all the work that you've done so far. If you've been struggling to meet your goals, you can use this Virgo energy to point out where you need to shift your focus in order to meet those goals. Virgo is an earth sign, and Virgo energy specializes in physical health, self-improvement, loyalty, fixing things, finding flaws, service mentality, analysis and adjustment, improvement, efficiency, healing, and working hard, feeling useful. We'll talk more about Virgo energy as we go along, but for now, let's smudge and open a circle and call in our guides and guardians. Today I am burning some sweetgrass, and I'm using sweetgrass today because it attracts sweet spirits, positive energies, has a gentle, healing, feminine essence, which is perfect for the full moon. It's a very receptive, feminine energy. Sweetgrass was used by our human ancestors to open ritual and prayer, because it helps to tap into past life wisdom, elevates consciousness, connects us with our spirit guides. There we go. It has like a vanilla scent. So good. So good. All right. And let's open our circle. Today I'm using my copper wand. Copper is excellent for physical healing. I'm also drinking from a copper cup today. It's always cool to have like a ceremonial chalice or cup, something special for your ceremonies. But copper is for physical health, which is just another correspondence to layer on top of this Virgo energy. And we open up the circle, like not just to create a safe space, but to delineate the container. When you're working with energy, it's kind of the same as working with water. If you have nothing to hold it, if you have nothing to like give it shape, then it's just it's everywhere. Like if you just have a bunch of water and nothing to put it in, then all your shit's wet. Like that's not useful, and you can't use that. You can't work with that. We set this space with a boundary so that nothing can enter it that we don't call in, and nothing can escape it until we're ready to release it. So it's a nice tight container for us to raise the energy and work with that. You can't see, but you just kind of make a circle around yourself there. And then feel the energy of the circle closing. And we're going to call in the guides today with a drum. So I'm going to drum a little bit for you. And we're going to ask our guides and guardians to join us. So there you go. Just settle in. Close your eyes. Call your energy into present time. We call in the guardians of the East. Bring us your eagle eye wisdom and new perspective. Bring us your energy of fresh, new beginnings. Join our circle today. Guides and guardians of the south, bring us your snake wisdom today. Shedding and transforming. Bring us your burning energy, that fire energy. Join our circle today. Call on the guides and the guardians of the west. Bring us your whale wisdom of healing, nurturing, while surrendering to the natural flow of life. Bring your water medicine. Join our circle. We call on the guides and guardians of the north. Bring us your buffalo medicine of patience, hard work. Bring your wisdom to help guide us as we tap into this powerful Virgo energy of physical well-being. Wonderful. We'll do some more drumming a little bit later. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to do for this full moon ceremony. Just a brief overview of what we're going to do and what tools you might need if you feel like you would like to participate. So first, we're going to blend some oils for anointing. Choose a few oils from whatever you have on hand from your own collection. I'm using lavender, clary sage, coriander seed oil, and vanilla. And then I have a little jojoba oil in here with a zebra citrine. That I mean, you can add a crystal. Whatever container you have is fine. Just use what you've got. Next, we'll talk about Virgo energy and how it's actually good for you, even though you might not want it. You know, kind of, like spinach. Like spinach. And then we're going to go on a meditative journey with the Hermit from the Tarot. And he's coming with us to shine a light on all of the areas of life where we need to focus on healing. Finally, we will combine our energies to send deep healing to the collective. Service to humanity is at the very core of Virgo's purpose, and the full moon is the perfect time to let your own cup overflow and send some of that love out into the world. Some other things that you can do, which we're not doing together today, but are still super powerful. You can make full moon water. Just grab a jar of water and fill it. If you use distilled water or like filtered water, then it won't get yucky. But you just, fill a bottle, let it sit under the moon. You can charge it with a crystal if you'd like. I've got a little green aventurine in here. And then, let that charge under the full moon tonight. And then you can use this water to make your tea, to just drink, to add to your bath, to add to your rituals, to water your plants, with the energy of the Virgo full moon. Another thing you can do is take a full moon bath. It's my favorite thing to do, and I can't wait to do that tonight. Full moon bath, you can fill it up with all your favorite junk. Put in like super magical herbs, crystals. You can add some almond milk and salts. Like there's add everything that makes you feel good. Oils. Surround your bath in candles. Yeah, full moon bath. And then you can also write in your moon journal. If you've started a moon journal, that's awesome. We're not going to do it together, but at the full moon, we write about what we're grateful for. And under this Virgo energy, it's a great time to express things like gratitude for your physical wellness and earthly comforts. So your body and and your home, your body, your home, your money, your job, your, the things that keep everything moving in a human way for you. All right, so let's get started with our anointing blend. So normally when you create an oil blend, you want to add the carrier oil last. I put mine in first just because I have it was in a huge bottle and I didn't want to mess with that. So I kind of pre-filled this one and added my crystal ahead of time. But normally you want to add your oils first so that you can get the blend just right, and then add the carrier oil. Nothing terrible happens if you don't do it exactly like that, which is why I'm doing it like this. So I guess it doesn't matter how you do it. Do it however the fuck you want. I chose these oils in particular for physical wellness. So starting with clary sage here. Clary sage boosts intimacy and breaks down barriers in relationships. So I'm going to add a few drops of this. Stay present while you're doing this. Stay in the moment and stay connected with the energy of the full moon's abundance. Like your heart is overflowing with each drop you add to the bottle. And we're going to practice gratitude as we do this, centered on the Virgo things in life. So practical things like stability, physical health, money, those sorts of things. So clary sage, I'm going to add a few drops here, and let's think about some things. What am I grateful for here? Clary sage is for intimacy and breaking down barriers in relationships. So with the clary sage, I'm grateful for my family, the people that know me best, my most intimate relationships. Beautiful. Okay. Lavender. Lavender is cleansing. The root of the word lavender is lavar, or lavare. It's a Latin root and means to wash. You also get words like lavatory from that, and lavar, lavante las manos. That's Spanish for wash your hands. I don't know if that's very good Spanish, but I tried. Same root, lavender, cleansing and clearing. And also, it opens the crown chakra and helps with sleep, which is very important for your physical health. Like your sleep cycle is one of the most basic things that will drive your physical health and radiance. So lavender, right now I am so grateful for my home, and the ability to create a safe space for my family. So lavender can be pretty powerful. I love it. Put in as much as you would like of whatever oils you're using. And if you just picked some oils from home, you don't have to know why. They just call out to you. And that's kind of what I did here. They just called it, and some of them, like clary sage and lavender, I definitely know what those are for. But coriander seed called to me, and so did vanilla. And coriander seed is heart healing. And we all need that shit. It was the perfect, it's a random oil that, I mean, it smells pretty good. It's a little bit sweet. And it smells very nice, but I picked it. I didn't know why I picked it. And then I looked up the metaphysical properties of it, and it's for heart healing. So that's perfect for us. The way that it works out like that is really cool to me. So, all right, what am I grateful for here? I'm grateful I'm grateful for my heart and my ability to love. I'm grateful for my heart and its ability to heal and love. Add a few drops here. We've all been through heartbreak, and I'll never stop being in awe of people that have been through real tragic loss, devastation, and still retain their ability to love with an open heart. It's something I'm working on, and this is, woohoo, shit. This is the perfect energy for that. Okay. And then finally, vanilla. And vanilla is warm. It's such a comforting feeling. It's an aphrodisiac as well. It's a little bit sexy. So with this one, I am grateful for physical comfort. I'm grateful for my soulmate in my life who holds me and hugs me and keeps me strong every day. Come on. Drip, drip, drop. All right, vanilla's a slow mover here, but it smells really good and I want a lot of it. Come on, come on, come on. Give it to me. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right, and then you just kind of shake it a couple times. Smell. See, how does that smell for you? It really needs to sit for like 24 hours before you can like get all of the scent coming through, but it needs more vanilla. I'm not gonna lie. It needs more vanilla. There we go. All right. So here's our end product here. Just gonna sniff it. What is this? It's pretty good. All right, so we're saving our oil blend for later. We're going to anoint with that before we do our meditative journey. What is a meditative journey? Well, to honor ourselves under the energy of this Virgo full moon, we're going to take a little trip with the Hermit from the Tarot. He's going to be our guide today. In the Tarot, Virgo energy is represented by the Hermit. He is the embodiment of contemplation, analysis, integrity, and service to humanity. He carries this lantern to illuminate the details along our path. He's a way shower in this respect. People often feel triggered by the scrutinizing eye of our Virgo friends. And if that's you, please know that Virgo energy really only seeks to improve. We all feel called out by Virgo sometimes. They can be overly attached to details, hypercritical, quick to point out where we fucked up. Don't take that shit personally. Especially if you are on the opposite end of the zodiac spectrum, like I'm Pisces, which sits opposite Virgo. So while, I'm doing things in a dreamy and fluid, unstructured sort of way, Virgo is like, bitch, you need a plan or none of this is getting done. And usually they're right. So it's not to hurt anyone's feelings. Virgo just sees the practicality of things. They see it very clearly and they want to help. They want you to reach your goals. They want to assist you. They want to be of service. So they think that they're being helpful by pointing out every speck of dust that you missed. It might be like daydreaming in outer space, envisioning the future of humanity, and Virgo's on the ground, like in my front yard with a microscope, like, do you know you have a fungus in your grass? Like, you want to take care of that? And I'm up here like, Virgo, I am busy being magical. Like, try it sometime. But for real, they recognize when your head is in the clouds and they'll remind you of the way shit really works in the real world, in a very practical way. It's to help you to remember to zoom in sometimes, to look at those details, to make those plans, to put some structure in place so that you can meet your goals. Fall in love with Virgo energy and it will serve you well, especially in the areas of health, finance, and self-discipline. Oh, the other thing about the Hermit card is the number 9. So the number 9 in numerology is about completion, but not finality. If the number 10 is about graduating from college and moving on, then the number 9 is about the moment you turned in your last assignment and now have some space to think about what comes next. It's the space where your hard work is done and you can look back at the road behind you, see how far you've come. It's also the space where you examine stuff that you haven't been able to finish, that maybe will never finish, and kind of recalibrate your actions and behaviors around those goals in order to meet them or the time when you kind of scrap it and say, I am no longer passionate about this. I don't want to pursue this anymore. It's taking too much of my energy. Those kinds of things. Virgo has a very strong work ethic. So there's the potential to get caught up in finishing something for the sake of finishing it. But a lot of times we start following things that we are very excited about, very passionate about, and then we lose interest. We're no longer feeling called to them, but, out of loyalty and dedication, which is also Virgo energy, we keep working, keep spending our energy on it. Virgo is good at telling you, like, stop, like, really look at what it is that you're using your energy on, and we have to use it smarter. You can't just have your energy scattered in a million directions. You have to focus it in order to complete things. So this meditative journey that we're going on, it's really just, you just sit and relax, and I'm going to guide you through. It's actually more like story time, more than a meditation. We're going to drop you into a relaxed space and take you through a story. It's kind of like a story where you're the star and you just, follow along in your mind. And it's hopefully will be a lot of fun for you and hopefully very healing. For this little journey, you'll need a few things. A comfy spot where you can sit or lie down. Grab a blankie if you want. It'll be probably about 20 minutes. Get very comfortable, and also know that, like, as you're relaxed, like, things happen. Sometimes you might get hot, you might get cold. Just keep things close by to keep you comfy. And your anointing oil that we just made, if you don't have this, it's whatever perfume or oil you enjoy. Just grab something, because scent is very important. It helps you reach transcendent states in meditation. It connects with your limbic system. So, like, we associate the smell, like, this is for physical healing. This is for healing. This is a healing blend. So as you kind of anoint with it, smell, sniff it 7 times to create a permanent impression. And then you can tie that scent to what you're practicing right now in this space. So right now we're working on healing. This is my healing blend. Healing, 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 healing. Like that. You can also burn some incense if you would like. Last thing you'll need is a crystal. If you have a crystal that you would like to charge during the meditation, something you can hold on to. I have today a larvikite skull. This is ancestor wisdom, and that's what I'm hoping to get out of this today. You can choose whatever crystal you like. Just grab one. You don't have to know why. Just grab whatever calls out to you. First, we're going to anoint with the blend before we get started. I anoint my wrists and feet and whatever chakras are exposed, naked. Crown, third eye, throat, heart. Sometimes I can get solar plexus. Let's see. Okay. Cool. And then if you have a cool roller ball like this, you can draw symbols on yourself. Like if triangles are your thing, or infinity symbols. There you go. And then a little bit on the tools I'm using. I have my drum. Okay. Put a dab on our tarot guy, on our hermit. A little dab of oil. Okay. So while you get cozy and comfy and settled in, I'm just going to get us started with the drum. This is going to flip to dark screen for the meditation so that you aren't feeling distracted. Let's relax down the body here. With your next inhale, bring your attention to the top of the head. And with the exhale, begin to release any tension in the scalp. Stay connected with the breath. And move down now, releasing the muscles around the ears and eyes. Soften the cheeks and jaw. Let your tongue rest lightly behind your front teeth. Release all the tension from your neck and throat. With the next Next, inhale, shifting the attention to the shoulders and upper back. And exhale, relaxing every muscle here. Inhale, observing the arms, wrists, and hands. And exhale, let the tension melt away. Let your arms feel heavy. Inhale, bringing your attention to your heart space now. And exhale, let the tension go. Inhale, moving down into the belly. Exhale, release the muscles here. Inhale, observe the space in your lower abdomen. And exhale, relax the hips and glutes. Inhale, moving down through the root chakra now. And exhale, relaxing the thighs. Inhale as you move down the knees. And exhale, let all the tension melt away here. Moving down the shins to the feet. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, bring your attention to your feet. And keep breathing. In your mind's eye, see yourself standing in a grassy meadow on a warm, starlit evening. In this journey, Virgo brings us the warmth and vitality of summer. So feel the heat on your skin. Breathe in the scent of this warm summer air. Notice that the ground beneath your feet has a subtle pulsation, a vibration, a heartbeat. Keep breathing as you connect with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Listen to the sounds around you. Crickets, frogs, cicadas, owls. Looking around now, you notice the path up ahead. The full moon has not yet risen, so it's difficult to see the path and where it leads. It's a dark path, possibly dangerous. You aren't sure where it goes, but you feel called to explore it. As you move towards the path, a gray hooded figure approaches. He has the energy of a wise ancestor who has walked this path many, many times. His face shows lifetimes of hard work, yet he carries no tools or luggage. He has nothing with him but a lantern. This is the hermit, and he would like to show you the way forward. In this moment, you feel safe and protected. With the heartbeat of the earth beneath your feet, you begin to follow this new guide. His lantern illuminates the ground ahead and shows the path winding down a steep hill, descending with each step, down, down, down. As you reach the bottom of this hill, you see a small, dark cottage. You turn to offer an inquisitive look at the hermit, but he has already continued forward on the path, and so you follow. The air is different here. Dense, damp, cool. The scent of moss is everywhere around the cottage, and the sky is filled with sparkling stars, the edge of the full moon just beginning to peek over the horizon. Your guide stands at the door and motions for you to come forward. The hermit can lead you to the door, but he cannot open it for you. You understand the choice: to step forward in spite of fear and become aware of what's behind the door, or turn and go back, never knowing what's behind the door. You've been waiting for this point in your journey for a very long time. So you let go of your fear and turn the knob of the cottage door. As it creaks open and you step inside, the hermit follows, and his lantern illuminates the threshold. From here you can see a small kitchen and a short hallway with 3 doors. You take a breath and move to the first door, the hermit right behind you with his lantern. As you reach out to turn the knob, a word comes to your mind very strongly: yesterday. As you step through this doorway, you're filled with the energy of the past. Sounds, smells, colors, shapes of your childhood. Memories from adolescence, teen years, and young adulthood. Allow these memories to arise, whether they are sweet or painful. The hermit is by your side, and he will show you which aspects of your past need your attention. Maybe a relationship that never had closure. Maybe a parent that didn't support you when you needed them. Maybe a friend that you hurt badly and never took accountability for. Take some time here on your own and trust that the hermit will illuminate only the experiences that are ready to be healed. Trust that he will show you joyful memories as well, to remind you that in spite of the wounds you suffered, you still found moments of happiness. Know that you are safe in this space to examine the past. Stay with the breath. Let the next inhale be a bit longer, and release whatever you were in the process of examining in the past. Please know that you do not have to take any of these memories with you. You can leave it all in this room if you wish. But if what was illuminated is something that you are ready to examine further, just tuck it in your pocket for later. As you step back into the hallway and close the door, hold your hands over your heart and give thanks to the Hermit for this illumination of the past. If you encountered heavy, painful experiences in this room, then the gratitude lies in knowing that you survived and made it this far in spite of your trauma. You've built strength and endurance because of your struggles, and the Hermit looks at you knowingly. He's proud of you for how far you've come and everything that you have overcome. Moving on to the next door. Another word comes to mind as you reach to turn the knob. Tomorrow. As you step through this door, the Hermit follows with his lantern. What fills this room are future versions of you, based on your current trajectory. If you've committed yourself to an exercise routine or certain eating habits, then the version of you that stayed dedicated every day is in this room, and you can go see the result. If you've been working on a creative project, a book, a podcast, a painting, starting a business, then the version of you that completed it is in this room, and you can ask them how they did it. If you've been going to school or taking classes, this room contains the version of you that got that certificate, and they have wisdom to share with you. Keep in mind, the Hermit's lantern does not discriminate. So you will also see the versions of yourself that manifested things you never wanted. Like the version of you that always blamed others for the obstacles that came into your life and now has run out of people to blame because you've pushed everyone away. Or the version of you that was always too busy to play with your child. In this room, you can meet yourself from the future, and they can tell you about how that child grew up in the blink of an eye and you almost missed it. For as difficult as we assume it is to look at the past, it's just as hard to look at the future. This room might be filled with missed opportunities and wasted potential. But the good news is, it's the future, so it hasn't happened yet. Take some time in this room and visit with as many versions of yourself as you'd like. They can tell you how they did it, how they achieved the goals. They can also tell you where they have regrets and wish they had done it differently. Take your time, stay with the breath, and connect with your future selves. Let the next inhale be a bit longer and absorb all the wisdom from the beings in this room. Please know that you do not have to take anything else with you. You can leave it all in this room if you wish. But if what was illuminated in here is something that struck a chord and feels important, just tuck it in your pocket to look at later. As you step back into the hallway and close the door, hold your hands over your heart and give thanks to the Hermit for this illumination of the future. The future is uncertain and therefore can be scary, but the Hermit looks at you knowingly. He understands that fear, and he's proud of you for looking at future possibilities as a catalyst for your healing. Moving on to the next door. The word that comes to mind as you turn the knob is today. As you step through this door, the Hermit follows with his lantern. The room seems dark and empty, but you catch small glimpses of colorful light, like a crystal prism casting rainbows across the floor and walls. You move to the center of the room and the Hermit follows, but his lantern has changed. It's now casting a purple light. It's an ultraviolet light, a black light. And with its illumination, you can now see those tiny flecks of color were actually neon ribbons swirling around this dark room. They're bright and beautiful, glowing with different textures and patterns, and they seem to be everywhere. When you look down, you notice that all of these ribbons are connected to you. Each of them is attached to your solar plexus, and they are each a stream of energy. Every relationship, every plan, every goal, wound, dream, and worry, every pattern in your life, every interaction with your daily environment, every unfinished project. These are all ribbons or cords attached to you. To some of these ribbons, you offer your energy freely, but there are many you are not even aware of. In this room, with the Hermit as your guide and his special lantern, you can see every ribbon and then know exactly where your energy is going. Take time now to examine these glowing ribbons and adjust them to your liking. Maybe the ribbon to your ex is really thick and you want to thin it out or even remove it if you're ready. Maybe the ribbon to your body image is rough like sandpaper and you want to smooth it out. Maybe the ribbon connected to a half-finished project has gotten too long and you want to trim it or get rid of it completely if it's something that you are no longer passionate about. Trust the Hermit's lantern to only show you what you're ready to see. And know that choosing to heal is healing in itself. Take some time to assess and recalibrate your ribbons as you spend some time in the present, adjusting these ribbons to your liking. Let the next inhale be a bit longer, and release your attention from adjusting the ribbons. If any of the illuminated ribbons struck a chord or caused discomfort, that's a healing opportunity. If you're ready to face it, please know that you've already begun the healing process just by examining and accepting the need for healing in that area. As you step back into the hallway and close the door, hold your hands over your heart and give thanks to the Hermit for this illumination of the present. We get very busy in the present, and it's hard to keep track of where all your energy goes. Time and energy are linked. The more energy you give something, often the more time you're giving it. The energy wants you to use all of your energy efficiently and in a healthy, productive way, and he's proud of you for examining all of those ribbons of energy. As you turn to go back towards the front door to leave the cottage, you notice there's a fire burning now in the kitchen, and you hear voices. The kitchen is bigger than you thought, and has a large, round dining table in the center. You look to the Hermit, who points to a chair, so you sit at the table. The chair is surprisingly comfortable, and the table is solid wood, well crafted. The phantom voices in the room begin to take shape, and you find yourself in this room with your spirit guides. Now you can smell delicious food, and the table begins to fill with all of your favorite dishes and drinks. Your guides, ancestors, and angels are all here, and they are so proud of you for embracing the journey of healing. They know it is not easy, and they see how far you've come. This is a gathering to celebrate you and everything you are. Some of these guides you already know, and some you have never seen before. Some of these guides might be animals or have alien-like qualities. Be at peace here. Let your guides encircle you and celebrate you. Converse with them and see what wisdom they have to impart. Take some time now to talk with your guides and celebrate this healing journey. Let the next inhale be a little deeper. Your guides have all stood up and begun to gather at the door, so you follow them. They walk out the front door to a small garden you didn't notice before. They stand in a circle, waiting, as if expecting you to come to the center. You turn to the Hermit and see he is offering you his lantern. The light goes out of the lantern as you take it, and you look up confused, but the Hermit is gone. Your guides are inviting you now, motioning you to come to the circle. Let us surround you. As you stand in the center with your dark lantern, you notice for the first time a glorious light from the night sky. Looking up, you can see the full moon now beaming divine light upon your face, and it feels like you're being filled with joy from within. Let yourself count your blessings in this moment, all the things you're grateful for. Allow yourself to feel an overflow of love and abundance. Take a few breaths here. Your guides are smiling upon you, and they raise their hands to the sky, calling down the light of the moon. They come in closer to you with moonbeams in their hands and wrap you in a big group hug. In the center of this hug, you are held, protected, seen, and adored. And your lantern begins to glow now with the light of the moon. Take an extra breath here as you watch your lantern pulsating. Beautiful moonlight. Now it's time to leave this cottage. Take a moment, say your goodbyes, give thanks to your guides, and whisper a final thank you to the hermit, who has moved along to assist the next person who needs help to see the way forward. Allow the thought to cross your mind that now you have your own lantern, and with your new wisdom, you too can be a way shower. With the light of your lantern and the full moon, you make your way back up the path. You notice the air is a bit chilly, the grass damp with dew. It's becoming twilight now, and flowers have begun to open, getting ready to welcome the morning sun. Breathe in their fragrance as you walk the winding path back up the hill, getting closer to the top with each step as you climb, 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 higher and higher, until you reach the top of the hill. And returning to the spot where you started, you reconnect with that feeling of Mother Earth's heartbeat beneath your feet. The sounds of crickets and cicadas has given way to early morning bird song. And at the top of this hill, you can now see the sunrise beginning to peak over the eastern horizon. The night is over, but the journey never ends. This is a new day. Let your heart stay full and open. Take a few breaths here, then we'll slowly start to come back to the body. Very gently, start to move the fingers and toes. Let the head nod forward and roll side to side. And when you're ready, softly open the eyes. Welcome back. So, what did you think? I'd really love to hear about your experience. It's different for everybody. Very, very different for everybody. So I would absolutely love if you would share in the comments. It would make my heart feel so full. So after a deep journey like that, make sure you get some cold water. Maybe a snack. If you have grounding crystals like garnet or obsidian, hang on to one of those to help bring you back into the present moment. And drink lots of water over the next few days and honor your body's sleep signals. So take naps if your body needs a nap, or go to bed early, sleep in. Also pay attention to your dreams, especially if you didn't get a lot of action at the cottage at your spirit guide party. That happens to me sometimes on Journey. Like, I wait and no one shows up, and I'm like, where are my people at? But then a few nights later, messages will come through in my dreams. Be aware of that. You should be pretty grounded now, grounded and back in the present moment. So let's do our last thing here, which is sending love to the collective as we release our guides. I have my little set of stuff here. It's just a couple of crystals that like to be part of this portion of the ritual. So I have rose quartz, and I have a cherry blossom agate generator. These are the two crystals that I use to send love. Here, we'll switch. Okay. And okay. Bye. Okay, and then a rose petal. Oh, okay. So a couple of crystals, a rose petal, and a candle. And gazing into the flame here, we just set the intention. So, guides, guardians, angels, and ancestors, carry this loving energy from my heart to those who need it. Let this love permeate all lesser energies to bring healing and comfort to my fellow humans. And go ahead and close your eyes now. Visualize your heart chakra. See it open, glowing, sparkling. And put your hands over your heart if that feels good. But let all of this loving energy flow and swirl. Let it expand to surround your entire body. Let it expand to fill the room you're in. Keep breathing. Let that light expand to fill up your whole house, your whole neighborhood. Let it expand to fill your city, your county, your state. And now letting it become big enough to fill your country, your continent, your world. Zoom all the way out to outer space and look back at our planet, wrapped in an orb of our combined loving energy. And this is a sacred rose petal. You just burn it a little bit as an offering to help support that energy, sending love to the collective. Smoke medicine there. Beautiful. I'm going to burn a little more sweetgrass as well. Guides and guardians, we release you. Guardians of the north, west, south, and east. Thank you for being part of this healing journey with us today. Thank you for your guidance, for your wisdom. And thank you, sweet spirit, for joining me. I really love this. I'm going to burn some Yerba Santa too. Feels good after a very powerful ceremony. Burn this, and then we're going to close our circle. Yerba Santa is my favorite. I can't get enough. Oh my gosh. So we opened circle, meaning we started. Our closing circle, meaning we're finishing. As we do this, it's going to release all of the energy that we just raised. So go. And then feel it. Sometimes you get shivers. Sometimes you get goosebumps. You can feel the shift in the energy. I'm instantly cold. like all of the energy in our container was keeping me cozy, and like now I'm like my hands are like popsicles right now. That's so strange. Anyway, it's not strange, it's perfectly natural, but it's people that don't know what's going on. It's kind of fucking weird. All right, so don't forget things that you can do in addition to this ceremony: full moon bath, write in your moon journal, and make moon water. Those are great things. And then stay grateful. Do your best to stay grateful and keep your heart full. Focus on the things that you have and not the things that you do not have. And this was really wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Mahalo. I'll see you next time. Aloha.